Hello everybody, welcome back to Blues Focus TV for yet another full-time match reaction video. Disappointing result this afternoon to lose 2-1 away at Sunderland. Gotta be honest, coming into this game I wasn't all that confident. Sunderland are obviously fighting for a playoff place themselves at the moment. They were very good when they came to St Andrews at the start of the season, and they've got some good players on that team sheet. Obviously Diallo, he scored again against us this afternoon. So it was never going to be easy going to the Stadium of Light and looking to walk away with all 3 points. We did manage to get the early lead through George Hall, a really well worked goal, but sadly we just couldn't hold on. Bit disappointed with the 2 goals this afternoon. Feel they could have been prevented. Feel we were a little bit weak defensively today. I think 1 or 2 players had a decent game, but I think particularly at the back today, we were a bit exposed and we were a bit open at times. But as I said, we did open the scoring through George Hall. Tahith Chong had a good chance to score himself not too long before that goal. A nice shot with his left foot, nicely saved down to the keeper's left-hand side. But as I said, George Hall did manage to bag the opening goal of the afternoon. Really well worked, really well won in the midfield by Juninho Bakuna, out wide to Chong, who I thought was going to shoot initially, did really well to cut back onto his left foot and play it across the box where George Hall was able to tap into an empty net. It's disappointing because not a lot of times this season we've actually taken the lead, and in previous years I feel when we've taken the lead we do throw it away, and I was hoping it could be something that's eliminated this season, but sadly today or this afternoon proved not to be the case. But as I said, a nice opening goal, but then Sunderland were able to score on the 45th minute mark right before the break, possibly the worst time to concede a goal in football. A corner was whipped in, and we couldn't clear the initial header. Then headed across back across the box and easily tapped in. A really weak goal to concede from my end, to be honest. I think a few of the goals we've conceded recently, I haven't had too much to complain about. But as I said, the 2 goals today I just felt were really weak, and particularly their first goal, just completely unmarked. Most of them, all three players who contributed to that Sunderland goal were completely unmarked. So really disappointing to concede there. And obviously, as I said, such a terrible time to do it as well. And in the second half, as I said, Diallo was able to get his goal to make it 2 for Sunderland. And again, weak defending for me. I think Austin Trusty's obviously been playing left back, and I think I've voiced it multiple times. I think Austin Trusty is a superb defender, technically and tactically. I think he's brilliant, but I would put a bit of responsibility on him for that goal today. It just seemed a little bit too easy the way Diallo was able to drive at Trusty. Not that I'm an expert defender, but in my opinion, I think he should have closed him down a bit quicker. Diallo's a tricky player. He's a skillful player. He's a fast player. You certainly don't want him cutting inside and running towards your goal. Hannibal too tried to defend Diallo, but couldn't really get a strong tackle in. Was able to cut in on his left and finish into the bottom right corner or to John Ruddy's right. So disappointing goal to concede again. We obviously managed to see the game out with, or Sunderland saw the game out with 10 men after a red card. Debatable red card, I'm not too sure. I think it could have gone either way. It was 2 yellows, it wasn't a straight red. But yeah, just disappointed. You think with 10 men and 10-15 minutes left of the game, we'd really be able to take the game to Sunderland, create a few more opportunities, try and get that equalising goal. But sadly, we just weren't able to. It's that lack of attacking threat and that lack of tenacity in front of goal. It just cost us today, sadly. And as I said, a few defensive errors, in my opinion, just completely screwed us over, to be honest. But look, we should still be okay. We're still on the 50 mark. We are 8 points off the drop with 5 games remaining. So we are still in a very good position. And just looking at the scores from today, teams around us didn't pick up points either. Cardiff lost 4-1 to Sheffield United. QPR lost 3-0 to Coventry. I've still got QPR to go down. I think they're doing awful. Huddersfield lost to Swansea today. So teams around us didn't pick up points. Rotherham lost 2 to Luton 2-0. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we should still be safe despite today's result. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.